The people here are unsafe and scared and targeted and in danger. No one is in the right for pretending that this is not a problem. ICE and the lawlessness of our federal government will become your problem more than it already has become. I promise you. Your neighbors and you will be affected either directly or indirectly, and this is not a threat from me, but this is a threat that I see for everyone in this county if we do not push back immediately. I demand that you start with penalizing all GRPD police who have held people for ICE for questioning, and that you do not allow that to continue anymore, and that you adopt the sanctuary policies as well. I also want to address a counter argument that I've heard floating around, that we don't want to guarantee any false sense of security. That is a gaslight. That is a gaslight, and it is infantilizing to act like the constituents of this county don't understand that our safety can't always be guaranteed. But these policies are if these policies are the difference between even just one family in our county being saved, don't you want to be a part of that? Don't you want to make that be the thing that's worth it? Don't you want to be a part of saving the constituents of this county? We are demanding that you adopt these sanctuary policies so that you can be the difference of one child not losing their mother or father, for one child to actually have a chance in this county. We all deserve that.
I have a lot of friends and family members who are immigrants, including some of my immediate family members, like my husband, who came here from Ireland. I used to process visas for the State Department and was thrilled to welcome new people to this country. But I know not everybody comes legally. I know people have complicated stories. Almost to a person, though, they make contributions when they get here. And it's one of the things that's made us such an incredibly strong country. So I worry about how our current policies are changing things. There was an opportunity for immigration legislation to be passed about 18 months ago. And as a political tool, it wasn't. And now we see the net results. I think especially of a friend of mine named Masuma, who came here from Afghanistan several years ago. Her husband was killed by an IED working for the US military. She's a widow with 3 children here. She started out working in a factory doing the 3:30 a.m. shift. She learned to drive. She's figured out how to rent an apartment. Now she's worried she's going to be sent back to Afghanistan, and that is just unconscionable to me. I guess I would also ask if everyone in this room has watched the 60 Minutes video about the CCOT prison in El Salvador. You can find it online pretty easily, and everyone should watch it. There's human beings in that video that look like little objects sitting on shelves. The conditions are unbelievable, and our tax dollars are paying for that. At a city commission meeting a year ago, I know someone said, yes, this might make us a target as a city to adopt the sanctuary policies, but they are coming for all of us. And if 100 cities, if 10 cities decide to adopt these policies, 50 cities, 100 cities, it has impact in this country. But as other people have said, just do it because it's the right thing. Thank you.
I moved my family back to West Michigan nearly 7 years ago. So my daughter will be near her 4 grandparents. It's where we grew up with Grand Rapids, Grand Valley in mind, Lake Michigan. So many other great things me and my wife grew up with, we wanted her to experience. In our time out of state, though, we had a lot of other experiences. And I worked in a hotel and restaurant businesses for a number of years. In that time, I knew many undocumented workers. And as their faces run through my mind, I see friends. I see warmth, I see hardworking people. I see one of the most charismatic, hardworking, long-houred people, a chef, Chef Manny, that I've ever met. Similar to that, I got a text from one of my friends 2 hours ago, just this morning, who helped me build the branch of a construction company a majority of these last 6 years. He served in the Army for 8 years. He earned his U.S. citizenship more than anyone else I know. That text was talking about how his brown skin makes him a target of ignorance and hate, describing something that happened to him at work just this week, and how he has to deal with proving himself for the sake of other people's ignorances every day. It's got to be exhausting to live like that, documented, a citizen or otherwise. And in this moment, last night's Minneapolis news in mind, the news of how DHS and ICE are taking in candidates to wear masks, be handed guns, and often operate without proper training of vehicles in unmarked situations, we're being told that I should be thankful that these types of forces are entering this county. And because that's not to protect me and my family. That's just not. That's terrifying. And it's clearly terrorizing anyone that doesn't look like an average white person in Kent County. And then one of the best ways to make me comfortable to keep my family here in West Michigan is to know that local police won't be burdened with doing DHS's invented dirty work or terrorizing brown people, citizens and protesters alike, for them. Like the intimidation of anti-war protesters by GRPD that hit our local WZZM news just a few days ago. That doesn't have to happen. That shouldn't happen. I want to live in a county where I know local police are on the side of the citizens and keeping people who are here safe, not to be terrorized and used as pawns by the federal government's broken wag the dog agenda. Please keep this a place I want to raise my family. It's easier for police forces to have the community behind them when they serve and protect, if they aren't burdened with picking and choosing who is worthy of being protected. Sanctuary city policies will let me know that local police forces have me and my neighbors back, and that I'll have theirs. If we continue to muddy the waters with what the DHS is asking of our local governments to do with and for them, you will continue to fracture our community. Please consider that. Thank you.
I'm a 75-year-old white grandmother and mother of 3 adopted children of color. And I'm scared. If my son Carlos is picked up by ICE, he will be sent to Baldwin Prison, where 1,600 people are imprisoned in the woods. I'm here today to ask you to please take a stand on these immigration issues, to create policies that set us apart from anyone who is possibly supporting these immigration policies and ICE actions. What I'd like you to do is protect our constitutional rights. I'd like you to do that by investigating the allegations that have been charged against the sheriff for not following policy. I'd like you to release a report to the public to restore public trust. I'd like to see all collaboration with ICE stopped by implementing the policies that are being requested today. And I'd also like you to cut all ties with businesses who profit from the misery of others by implementing ICE practices. Thank you for the work that you do, and I look forward to seeing some results from these requests. Thanks.
Thank you.